As a people, we have a really hard time trusting government, and this is not new. It's been going on for decades. Hello, my name is Brian Kennedy. I'm the mayor of Glendale, Wisconsin, president of Democratic Municipal Officials, and a member of the DNC. I'm also author of a forthcoming book called It's All Local. One of the reasons that we have trouble trusting government is because we have watched government struggle for so long to be able to meet the needs laid out in each individual program that was originally designed by the federal government. So let me walk you through a couple of reasons why this has happened. One is the fact that most federal programs are actually run by the states at the state level, and each individual program is designed by the states. So, for example, the Affordable Care Act, we refer to it as Obamacare. It is different in every state. Every state has its own marketplace, right? And each marketplace runs differently than other states. And that is by design. That is how our federal government has implemented so many programs. It's the reason, I talked about the Affordable Care Act, it's the reason that schools in Massachusetts are different than schools in Arizona, right? That we send the money out to the states and say, you have to do X, Y, and Z. These are the mandates. Here's the money to pay for it. And then we allow the states to make designs on how they want to do their different programs. At the federal level, we have also maintained a lot of continuity through the years by having a strong civil service, meaning that people who go to work for the federal government are the same people from administration to administration. It doesn't matter which party is in control or in power. And so it's supposed to maintain the stability of programs, except that it hasn't. And that's largely because every few years we have elections. And when we have elections, the parties in power change hands. You have different executive who has different priorities. You have a different Congress who puts different funding levels on programs. And so it's made it very difficult for many of the programs that we have designed to maintain stability over an extended period of time. So the failure of stability creates in a lot of people a distrust that government will actually be able to meet their needs or actually make this program work. And then you add in a party that for at least the last 40 years has been running against government itself. Ronald Reagan famously said, the scariest 9 words in the English language are, I'm from the government and I'm here to help. He put into words what had really been building since the early 60s when Barry Goldwater ran for president, was a distrust of government. But from that period on, when Newt Gingrich and the Republican Revolution of 1994, they ran against government itself, right? They were going to shrink government. You've seen a lot of these figures working closely with the Republican Party through the years, like Grover Norquist, who said you wanted to shrink government to the size that you could be drowned in a bathtub, right? There's been folks running against government for a long time, and now there's finally a president who is giving them what they have wanted. He is slashing and destroying agencies, and he is refusing to spend money that's been allocated by Congress for a lot of programs. And so you have a party that has been running against government for at least 40 years, telling us that government doesn't work, that government is broken, and now they are making sure that it is going to be broken for a long, long time.